Hey, what's up? It's me, Jessica Jane. I was just wondering if you've ever sat and thought to yourself, Jessica, how come some handsome and successful men can't get the women we want? Well, if so, I'm glad you asked. Because I kind of talked about this in my last video, but I'm going to clarify a little more now and to make sure you never miss out on another opportunity for me to clarify the things you are noticing happening in your life. Or another one of my videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button with that notification bell. Okay, so last video I talked about, I talked about what women want more than money and power. And I always joke about, y'all men think we women want money and muscles. And to find out how attractive you truly are based on what we women actually do want, don't forget to take my quiz at jessicajdating.com/quiz. So I just talked about this in my group coaching program last night because one of my clients was so fucking upset when I talked about how attractive my one friend was at 6'4". But I'll tell you guys right now, money and muscles is only going to get you noticed. I had another client, he hit me up and he was like, Jessica, this has never happened to me before in my entire life. I was in the elevator the other day and this gorgeous bombshell of a woman walked on. However, she was on the phone and she was on the phone with it on speakerphone with a full elevator and she was just saying the nastiest shit I've ever heard in my life. She was being really mean and talking about how fat and ugly some girl was and how nobody wanted to fuck her. And she was talking about how hot she was and she was just so self-absorbed. It made me hope that she never got laid. And he was like, in that moment, I thought, holy shit, that's a hot chick I wouldn't want to fuck. But my client did notice her. And just like you would notice a man who is 6'4" walking into the room, or a man who rolled up to a barbecue in a Ferrari, yeah, you'd notice. We'd fucking notice too. But like I was saying in the last video, money and power can only get you so far because we women have access to resources ourselves these days. We can get our own Ferraris. Sure, not all of us are gonna reach a height of 6'4", but honestly, my stepladder goes that high now. So it's like, what can you give me nowadays that I can't get myself? And like I talked about in the last video, money and muscles are pretty symbolic and metaphoric for resources and security, right? And I'm packing heat nowadays, and I make my own money. So while I will notice money and muscles, you bet your ass it's not getting me to drop my drawers. So that's why I have so many guys commenting on this channel talking about yeah, I'm a really good looking guy. I'm very successful. I don't understand why I'm not getting the women I want. And all of my clients, I'll tell you across the board, I charge a pretty penny to work with me one-on-one. All my clients, very successful. I personally think all of them are really fucking good looking. And yet they are not translating how much of a catch they are to the women they want. And if you're watching this right now, chances are you're going through the same exact thing. And you could find out exactly where you're dropping the ball by taking my quiz, jessicajdating.com/quiz, because men value money and muscles in other men. That's what you guys pride yourselves on, but that's not what we women value. Again, granted, it'll get your foot in the door, but it won't keep it in there. And it sure as hell won't get us to invite you in to our hearts and pussies. But to find out what will, take that quiz, jessicajdating.com/quiz. And thanks for watching as always. I will see you next time.